I am Cindy Kudo, Shukudo Bapties. I'm a Zen priest with the Dharma Wheel Sangha in New England. I do live in Rhode Island, as Janine said. I did manage to get here through the floods and the snow and whatever. My body's being stubbornly insistent that at 6:30 a.m. I must be awake, still running on Eastern time. We have 5 teachers, all Dharma family of teachers here. James Ford became minister of First Unitarian Church of Providence and with Jan started Benevolent Street Zen. Benevolent Zen Sangha continues today. Through Jan and James, I found my spiritual home. There have been the rearrangements of leadership through the typical struggles of humans in community. I've known several of you for years now, and that drew me here for Ruhatsu, for in-person hugs and deep practice. Rainbow Lodge has bodhisattvas on staff, aiding our safe container of practice. While on sesshin here, I want to notice the 3 poisons, greed, anger, and ignorance, that keep me from knowing this, right here, right now, is nirvana. That open-hearted oneness, sometimes present for me without conscious intention on my part. I want less at this age. I'm less greedy for others to do things the way I want. Getting curious helps me. In retirement, now living off savings, having enough feels easeful most of the time. If Social Security goes away, my lifestyle will change. I find giving more of my time and other resources eases that discomfort of not enough. Even the false belief that I'm not enough. I'm not perfect. I get things wrong or act unskillfully daily. But I am good enough to show up to practice. And as a dear Dharma friend, Jan Seymour Ford once said, then what happens is none of my business. I spent years being angry and impatient. Sometimes it is motivating, but as Dharma teacher Ben Conley asked a group of us once, is there anything you do in anger that you couldn't do at least as well from love? Cruelty and gaslighting are angering until I can acknowledge the heartbreak beneath it. How does transformation happen? I use a couple of slogans from time to time. Keep it real. Don't give up. And I have a tiny plaque asking, what would you do if you knew you could not fail? I once helped make a quilt from gun violence victims' clothing in Rhode Island several years ago now. The ripples of healing and influence of that piece have spread for years. An assault weapons ban passed this year in Rhode Island. I know other folks own guns and handle them responsibly. And dialing down the destructive capacity of hatred seems like common sense to me. I volunteer with the Rhode Island State Council of Churches Chaplaincy Corps. I've participated in a COVID memorial in Providence, been clergy accompanying No Kings marches, I was part of an honor guard for the George Floyd quilt show that came through Rhode Island a few years ago. That show made me hopeful beyond the difficult to hold emotions. The Council of Churches is willing to sponsor and network an idea that has been building for me. I want a community quilt project, sort of like the AIDS quilts, but wanting expressed in public. What does it mean to you to be an American or to live in America now? I'd love to see it displayed for our 250th anniversary and think it might be useful. No hate speech allowed. I had to come up with a definition, and it took a while to not carry on like a legal brief. If there is no othering or treating others as less than yourself, there is a place we can come to understand each other, even with profound differences of opinion. Like my friends at the dog park that did not vote like I did. Ignorance or delusive certainty, which I find a little more accessible, is increasingly painful to me. I can question what I'm sure of. Is that the only truth? I can't hide from what I know. That literally has saved me from my own self-destruction. Sometimes emotions get triggered. But I realize my momentary frustrations are temporary, if repetitive. Finding joy in life seems to be that antidote. So keep it real. Don't give up. Thank you for delving into practice with me. I am so grateful.